Hello everyone, this is AJ Cali Gardner. I want to show you my Sanguinella blood orange tree. This blood orange tree has been in my possession for 3 years now, and uh, it fruited for me. Then the fruit fell off. It flowered for me. The flower fell off. The leaves fell, etc. But this year, I seen the leaves fall off, flowers fall off, fruit fall off, and I took the liberty recently of just giving it CB abstract. But one thing I want to really talk about is, is it true that the feeder roots really need to be exposed as we say they do? The reason why I say that because when I just purchased a Moral Blood Orange tree uh, this year in May 2019. I think it was May 20 something. Anyway, but I added my compost on here. Mind you, I first of all I took the whole tree, dug the whole tree, removed all the soil out of this container, looked at the root system to make sure it wasn't dead. It wasn't dead because we lost all the leaves, etc. It was because I potted it up too quickly. All right, so be careful when you pot up your uh, fruit trees, etc. Especially when they're young. So I talked to Four Winds growers who actually grafted or grew this tree. And this is a semi-dwarf tree. Single branch, I talked to them like 2 years ago about this tree and citrus in general. And as you can see, let me show you this right quick. As we walk towards our annual for our garden here, that's in the work in progress. This marble launch we purchased in May, like I said, as you can see, you can't see the feeder roots at all. All right, this tree was purchased like this when I got it. And if you notice when you purchase citrus trees, you can't see the feeder roots at all. And I think that's because they add the fertilizer and compost. But basically, what I'm saying is, do you really need to expose the feeder roots as we say we do when we grow in containers and grow in the ground? That's a question you got to really think about. Because in reality, right, if this citrus tree was growing in the woods or in your yard, and you have other oak trees, etc., that fall, that and then the leaves fall, when they go dormant, the tree go dormant in the autumn, winter months. Yeah, basically, we the tree covers its the tree helps to blanket the feeder roots in the fall winter months for citrus. Because this depends on where you live, what you have in your backyard, your front yard. Okay, grass do the same thing. We use as mulch, so it's like it's a mulch covering, etc. Now, the reason why I say that when we're growing containers, we have to use wood chips. We have to use mulch, leaves or bark. Don't ever use colored mulch. You go to the big box stores, y'all thinking y'all using something. No, cedar bark, fine bark. Those are the things, natural wood. Those are the things you want to purchase when you go to your big box store or your garden nurseries. If you're not going to collect wood chips, wood chips help feed the soil. Stop letting people scare you with wood chips. All right, y'all. That's just a side note. Now, I was thinking about this because you could use those, right? Those things, but you can also use compost, earthworm castings. And what happens when you cover your feeder roots with the compost and earthworm cast is doing the same thing with your wood chips. So what I think they done, I think this is just me thinking, they covered this tree with compost, and because I cannot see the feeder roots whatsoever. All right, there are no feeder roots. I can see the feeder roots. See that? So that's just mine. That's just my thought. I don't know. Now this is the Moral Blood Orange. Over there is the Sanguinella Blood Orange. So I would advise you not to go ahead and If you're growing in containers, don't pile up so quickly. Wait until your tree get established in your yard or your garden, and wait until the dormant season when there's no fruit on your tree. Especially if you took all the fruit off. Wait, because you want the tree to get established in your garden area. This tree is becoming established. There was no flowers or anything on this tree as of yet. So next year we will have fruit on this tree. Same thing over here with the blood orange. Now, mind you, as I just told you that we cover our feeder roots. We cover our feeder roots, even on a Meyer lemon tree. Okay. Now, you want to make sure they cover, especially in the winter months. All right, because they need to be protected by the cold. No matter how, if you're growing in a container, no matter if you're growing in the ground. Some people don't believe in covering their citrus trees when they're young, but you got to think about something. Do you want to be uncovered in the winter months when you sleeping in your bed and it's cold and you got a child at home? Think about it. Do you want your child to be uncovered in the winter months with no blanket or nothing like that? So some people will agree and some people are going to disagree. But just mimic Mother Nature and see what happens. You only will know if you try. This NJ Kelly Gardner, just thinking about does the feeder roots really should be covered, or should the feeder roots not be covered? That is the question. And it's just a question. It may be wrong, it may be right. But we only learn when we make mistakes and we grow from the mistakes. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, please comment below what your thoughts are and your concerns, or even if you have any suggestions on new content. So until next time, thank you for watching. Peace.